So, which nation on the map had the best colonies? Yeah. Okay. Do you have any other thoughts or ideas? Okay. The second one, based on the map, why or what problems might arise among the European colonies? Yeah. And then how should these nations work out their differences? Was it equally better? Okay. Yeah. You didn't do that? No. Okay. So Britain and France were serious rivals by 1750. They would go to war 3 times with each other in Europe from 1690 to 1750, and this would be their colonies would fight too. It was mainly to expand their colonial claims and increase their wealth. Um, During the 1700s, both British and French colonies were growing. They wanted to expand. So what did the video say? The British wanted to expand which way? West. And then the French wanted to expand south. Yeah. So ultimately, when they both go that way, they clash with each other. It would be at the Ohio River Valley, should be the direction. So, how would the British and French like expanding? How would that impact the Indians? Yeah, the land being taken. Indians were getting their land taken from them. But the French had increased an alliance with them. The British kind of done the same thing for the Indians. They didn't get alliance. Why? Yeah. So then the British colonists would go to the backcountry and across the Appalachian Mountains, which would cause numerous Indian conflicts. So just kind of being millions of backcountry, but Indians seem to be something. Colonists from the British colonies would meet at the Albany Congress to discuss problem, common problems of Indian attacks. The Albany Congress was a meeting of representatives sent by the legislature. It was only of 7 to 13 colonies. And then this is where Benjamin Franklin would propose the Albany Plan of Union, where a coordinated colonial army. This plan was to create a unified government for the 13 colonies, but ultimately it was not approved, and the colonists lacked the unity to solve a common problem. So if you look at this picture, what do you guys see on the picture? A snake? What about the snake? Okay. It's all the colonies. They're all separate. Yeah, so not saying like they're all separate, but if they were working more together, they'd do what? Yeah, so they'd be one whole thing, so they'd be stronger together. And then the turning point was in 1754. This is when George Washington comes into play. He was 22. He was the Virginia governor. You, Washington's troops would go to Fort this way, and this clash would begin would be the start of the French and Indian War. So things kind of will take off. Why do you think it was called the French and Indian War? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's the British opponents. This would become a big part of the 7 Years' War with the competition of different empires. These are some battle scenes from the French and Indian War. You can see the artwork. So French early on was winning a lot, like the video said, and Britain was losing. This kind of led to William Pitt, and he would issue the check, and eventually this would lead to British coming into a lot of debt and having to raise their taxes on the colonists. The colonists like their taxes being raised. No, not at all. So the war officially ended. It would end with the Treaty of Paris in 1763. So France would lose pretty much all of its land. It lost Canada, most of its empires in India, in flames, some of the lands east of the Mississippi. So you look at the map from 1754. The pink is the French, and the purple is the British. The orange is the Spanish. As you can tell by 1763, the French don't have. So England made all parts of land, slave trade. And then Spain also got all lands west of the Mississippi, New Orleans, but then they lost Florida to England. So you can see Florida was orange and now it's purple. Lost it. So how did winning the French and Indian War set up Britain as a dominant economic power in the world? Yeah. 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 Then how might this war impact the British colonists? Yeah, the British colonists tax quota. The war would change the relationship between the American and British colonists. The colonists were very excited about new land in the West now that the French were gone. They could learn new fighting tactics from the Indians. But William Pitt's French used war debts, which would lead Parliament to make decisions now. Um, Parliament had expected the colonists to pay off the debts from the war. Um, More problems with the British Army would come to America. And then with the Indians, the Ottawa Indians, they would attack settlers who flooded into the Ohio River Valley, which would lead to Pontiac's Rebellion. Pontiac's Rebellion was a conflict between British Empire and Native Americans and a bunch of different tribes. After the 7 Years' War. So the Native Americans were not happy with the British rule, and they and so then after Pontiac's Rebellion, the Proclamation Line of 1763 would come. This would forbid colonists from moving across the Appalachian Mountains. You guys can kind of see the line purple line right there, that was the population line. Do you think colonists, like, having that line there? No, they did not. They were mad because it limited their ability to gain new land. And this decision was also made by Parliament and not colonial assemblies, which they did not like because this was still the British Parliament controlling them. So Parliament, the English officials would assume that Parliament would have ultimate authority over all laws and taxes, and the British would begin to govern more strictly for the colonies. They would pass new laws and taxes without asking the colonial assemblies. Britain would get more control of the colonies and so more power of colonial assemblies, and ultimately this would begin the long road towards colonial independence. So if you guys are back on campus, you guys have a lot of work that's in red. Make sure you guys are doing your work and getting all this turned in. And then the one that's in green,